This time on D&D Adventures, we're going to talk about how to scale your boss. So in this circumstance, we have a giant boar, a lava boar to be precise, and every time this guy attacks you, he deals a partial physical and a partial fire damage. But every time you attack it, you take some fire damage if you're within 5 feet of him. So what this does is this creates a certain scenario where people have to actually think about how they are fighting. Well, there's a lot more to making a boss than to just give him a couple special abilities. For example, we want him to be tanky. We need him to take the entire party's hits for these guys who don't know what balanced encounters means and who deal us ridiculous amount of damage. So what we need to do is we need to buff him up. And there's two ways to do this. One is to increase his armor class, and the other is to increase his hit points. But what this does not do is this does not balance the encounter. This just makes it so he doesn't die right away. How you balance the encounter is you should add up each player's hit points and say, well, if he has 50, he has 10, and each of these have 50, then they have about 160 hit points. So what you want is this guy to not deal more than 160 hit points before the party should be dealing enough damage to basically knock him out of the fight. Another thing that you actually have to look at is, well, this initially sounds like you've already done all the balancing you really need to do. You have forgot one thing. Every time they attack him in melee, they take damage. Our party consists of 3 of 4 melee characters. So you have to account for how much damage the party is taking when they attack him and take damage themselves. And that should also be calculated into the amount of damage that he is doing. And you're forgetting one more thing. Terrain. What type of terrain do they find this guy in? Because if they're in a situation where our fun little sorcerer here can just cast Fly on the party and raise them up a little bit and just keep launching spells, then this isn't exactly a boss fight now, is it? But if we're in a certain circumstance where he is unable to do that, as in there's too much smoke and ash in the air, the higher up you go, the more likely you are to be struck by lightning, or this little guy has some type of ranged attack, you have now started to actually balance the encounter. And you have to be careful and watch out for all of these different tendencies and capabilities for the players. So this has been another D&D lesson. If you like, please comment below. And as always, please like and follow for more DM advice.